time, but one thing has stayed consistent. Celebrating 30 years on the air on WROI is the first federal program. Hosts may have changed, but the program is still the same. Now continuing a long-standing tradition, streaming on the First Federal Facebook page and on WROI. It's time for the First Federal program.
And good morning, welcome to the First Federal program. 59 degrees in downtown Rochester as Evan joins us here on this Friday. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Randy.
How are you, sir?
Great. Yeah, that announcer's pretty smooth.
Yeah,
I was just noticing that. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
You get a little sunshine out there this morning to start.
Hey, I like it. You know, crisp, a little bit of a crisp weather. It's nice that it gets down into the upper 50s.
Yeah, we'll see what happens next week. I see that 90 number apparently showing up.
And then it never goes below 70.
Yeah. So
that's tough.
Maybe we're gonna have summer in September.
But we got a little bit better football weather for the night when we needed it.
Yes,
that's right.
Gotta love Friday night football weather.
It's exciting. Okay, well, we've got some great guests this morning. Fulton County United Ministries is going to be joining us. Marianne, Christenson, and Ted Waggoner are going to be sharing about the really long-standing tradition and legacy of charitable service to Fulton County that United Ministries has provided, and we'll talk about some of the different services that they provide every year, and then dive in a little specifically on one right now. So that's coming up here towards the latter half of the show. But first, let's start with our trivia.
Oh my, here we go.
This is right up your alley.
Okay,
Andy.
So you say.
In what year was the first official radio commercial aired?
Ooh.
Do you want the choices, or do you already know it?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Well, we can give you some choices if you need a little bit of a handicap. Okay.
If you just give me one choice, the right one.
He got on a winning streak last week.
Yeah, I know.
We are going to give you the right one. And 3 wrong ones. Okay. What year was the first official radio commercial aired? A, 1922, B, 1925, C, 1930, or D, 1940?
Wow. Okay, I'll have to think on that one.
Or, Tanner, we need to start doing E, none of the above.
Oh, yeah.
that would really
those are more like, standardized tests.
I like that.
All of them, none of them, one of them.
Right, yes. 2 of them.
Or two or more.
Before we get going, I did just get a message from Rochester Schools. Bus 23 is running a half hour behind this morning. So if you're out there waiting on bus 23, we're going to be a little later. So bus 23, Rochester Schools, running a half hour behind this morning.
A little foggy in some parts.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. With the temperature changing, it always gets a little interesting.
It is very sporadic. You don't know. You be driving along and poof, there it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Poof, there it is. That sounds like a song.
It does.
From your era, Tanner, or when was that?
I remember the song a little before my time. I'm
little before your time.
Well, let's hit the sports.
Yes.
Speaking of football.
Lots going on.
Yay.
Locally, nationally. It's a fun time of year. A lot to talk about. Locally, Friday Night Lights tonight, a big one.
It is the big one.
For Rochester Valley, it's the annual Battle of the Bell tonight. Still trying to get used to it being played this early in the season.
It is early, you're right. TRC
no implications for
conference.
But 2 undefeated teams out of the chute.
Yeah.
Rochester 1-0 after beating Southwood last week at Tippecanoe Valley, 1-0 after beating Plymouth. So the game is at Tippecanoe Valley tonight.
It's never easy to go to Tippecanoe Valley, even when you got a really good team.
Yeah, you need to have some healthy respect heading in there.
And Valley's been rolling in this series as of late. So
I think Val said 2012 maybe was the last time.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
So yeah, looking forward to hopefully maybe getting that thing back over to this side.
Yeah, painted gold and black.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yellow and green.
You know, there's a assistant coach that I was talking to last night at football that was on the staff. That I think he was one of the last ones. So
yep,
he was giving the kids some motivation to get that back to black and gold.
It needs some more layers of paint.
Yes, it does. There you go.
That wood will never rot.
At least one more.
But What time's pregame tonight?
6:40 for the pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff from Tippecanoe Valley High School. So
Yep. Tune in to WROI or RTC if you can't make it in person, but if you can, drive over. It should be a great night.
yeah, it's
for
gonna be a
football.
great night. Cheer the kids on because
Should be a fun atmosphere.
that atmosphere is something if you've never
Yes.
witnessed it. Yes.
Yeah.
Caston's off to a 1-0 start
They
after
are.
beating Whitco
Good.
fairly easily last week on
Yeah.
the road. Long road trip, but well worth it.
Yeah,
For them.
paid off.
They host North White, who is also 1-0 tonight. Winamax 1-0. They travel to Frontier, who's 0-1. And Culver got off to a losing effort last week, but they host West Central, who's also 0-1.
Yeah.
So,
Be a
lot
tough
of good
one
games
for
tonight.
be an interesting one around the area. So
Yes.
and then you tune in tomorrow morning coaches quarter and get caught up on all
That's
that.
right.
There you go.
Get it all.
NFL, we got one more week of preseason.
Thank goodness.
Ooh.
Then we get the off week, and then it's the real deal.
Remember, it used to be 4.
It used to be
Yeah.
4,
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
They could cut that to one. and
I
it
think
wouldn't
they
be-
really could,
Yeah.
but as long as there's a little money involved, the owners aren't going to do that. So, but it's been interesting to see how teams navigate this 3-game preseason as
Yes,
far as playing time
different
with their
strategies.
players.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the Colts are starting Anthony Richardson tomorrow night, and every other starter excluding Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
So some teams aren't playing any starters. Some
Yeah,
teams
yeah.
about half. So it's just interesting.
And from what I got in the post game, like last week, afterwards, they're saying that most of the starters that do will probably only see a
Series, maybe
yeah.
2.
6
yeah.
plays.
Yeah, yeah. just to kind of get them back into the field and get going. But still a quarterback battle for the Colts, though.
Yeah,
They,
number 2.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
not said who that number 2 will be.
Yeah.
There's people that are leaning towards AR. and
Sure.
I don't know. I think he probably is the better number 2
I agree.
I
if
do
he's
too.
healthy and
Yes.
doing what he can do.
Yeah.
But his history is not in his favor.
No, it's not.
You say help, but also just like emotionally, it's
Right,
ready
right,
to go.
right,
So
yeah.
your number 2's got to be ready to go.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
You're starting quarterback.
Well, I mean, I remember what was it last year or a couple of years ago? There, he just took himself out of the
Yeah,
play because
said he was tired.
Yeah,
That
he's
was-
tired. And, well,
Yeah, that
that's
was.
not going to work as a number 2.
No.
He'd like to redo there and reword.
Yeah. So
Mistake.
hopefully,
There's a lot to
maybe
prove.
he's learned some
That's right.
lessons as well. Last year might have been an eye opener for him.
Yeah. Colts host the Lions tomorrow 1 o'clock, and the Bears are on the road in Tennessee tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Both those games are the only Saturday games,
Okay.
both on the NFL Network. Of course, locally here, I think one of them will be on, probably the CBS affiliate, I'm guessing.
You can always catch Colts here, though.
Yep, absolutely. And then, like I said, in 2 weeks, it's the real deal. It's actually 2 weeks from this past Wednesday. This season's kicking
yeah.
off on a Wednesday.
On a
this year.
Wednesday this year, okay.
Wednesday game.
Interesting.
They also have a Thursday game, Sundays, and then a
But I did see, on a good side of the NFL, they're finally doing away with the Pro Bowl.
no more Pro Bowl game.
Yeah.
They'll still do the honor
Yes,
of being
yes.
a Pro Bowler. No more game.
Yeah.
I couldn't get more on board with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
that
That
was-
was a long time coming.
Yes.
Yes.
Drag that thing out.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. I wish some of the other sports would do that too. But
Yeah.
they-
Maybe they'll learn.
Maybe. College football, technically week 0.
Yeah, here we go.
Starts tomorrow. Not a great slate of games, but it's a nice appetizer
Yeah,
for
that's a
next
good way to
week.
say
And
it.
then the whole season through the college football playoffs. So, no Indiana teams in action this weekend, but next week all 4 major D1 programs are in action, and they're all pretty heavy favorites. Purdue hosts Indiana State next Friday night. Purdue's a 36.5-point favorite. Indiana hosts North Texas on Saturday. They're a 41-point favorite. Ball State, I should say Ball State is a heavy underdog. They travel to number 1 Ohio State.
Oh gosh, yeah.
50.5-point underdogs.
That's good clarification,
Yes.
Tanner.
And
Thanks.
then Notre Dame plays Wisconsin at a neutral field up at Lambeau Field
Okay.
next Sunday night, since it's
Oh.
Labor Day weekend. Notre Dame's a 20.5-point favorite.
Oh,
Over
wow.
the Badgers in that one. So that time of
Interesting.
year.
Yeah.
Yep.
It'll be fun. Can't wait for next weekend.
Yeah, it's a great 3-day weekend, a lot of football going on.
You think there'll ever be a week -1?
Probably some.
If the money talks.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
And then MLB, there has been some shifts since last
Ooh,
Friday
finally some
with
shifts.
the playoff
All right,
picture
all right.
in the AL. The NL is still pretty cut and dry, but if the playoffs started today, the AL representatives would be the Rays, the White Sox still, the Astros, the Yankees, the Red Sox, and the Guardians. They all slid into that. I knew that'd get a cheer from the back room.
Well, they still have time to screw that
They do. The Rangers are 2 games back, Orioles 3 games back, and Blue Jays 3.5 games back. Last week there was 4 or 5 teams within 2 games,
Right, it was
so
really
there's
tight.
Separation
some
a little bit.
separation. National League Dodgers, Braves, and Brewers, like it has been all year. Cubs, Phillies, and Padres, and the Diamondbacks are a 1.5 games back. After that, you got to go back to Miami. They're 4 games back.
Did the White Sox get scared with the sell of the Bears moving? They thought maybe they need to start playing better?
Show something. Show up.
Yeah.
They're hanging on.
And got some tidbits this morning, quite a few actually. On this day in 1830, the first American-built locomotive, which was named Tom Thumb, raced a horse-drawn car from Stockton and Stokes Stagecoach Company from Baltimore to Ellicott Mills.
Yeah.
Due to mechanical problems, the horse won.
That's a long time ago, guys. 1830?
1830, yeah.
Wow.
They've figured out the mechanics since then a little bit, I think. On this thing, 1884, MLB pitcher Mickey Welch set a record for most consecutive batters struck out to begin a game. He struck out the first 9 men he faced.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
He invented the spitball.
He's
But then they banned it.
On this date, 1898, Caleb Bradham renamed his carbonated soft drink Pepsi Cola.
Huh.
Pepsi's still pretty popular today.
Yes, it is.
On this day, 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his I Have a Dream speech in Washington, D.C.
Huh.
On this day, 1965, the first Subway sandwich shop opened in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Wow.
They've done fairly well from
Yes. Yeah. Expanded a little.
On this day, 2022, a 1952 Mickey Mantle baseball card sold for $12.6 million at auction, becoming the world's most expensive piece of sports memorabilia.
Oh my goodness.
Wish I was in possession of that card to sell it.
Yeah.
What a strange market.
It is.
Very,
Goodness.
very strange.
Cards are hot right now, too. And on this day, in 2023, Barbie became Warner Brothers' highest grossing global release, overtaking Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, earning $1.34 billion.
That surprised some folks, probably.
Yeah.
And today is National Red Wine Day, National Bow Tie Day.
Ooh.
I had a professor in college that wore a bow tie every
I
day.
did too.
Yeah. National Cherry Turnover Day, Rainbow Bridge Remembrance Day, National Thoughtful Day, that's a good one. National Power Rangers Day, 5-year-old Tanner would be pumped about that. And Radio Commercials Day, which
There we
is
go,
a hint
perfect.
for our trivia question.
Thank you, Tanner.
You're welcome.
We've got a couple of upcoming events. Times Theater's getting back in action with some fall events. The Times Theater's hosting a comedy fundraiser for the Fulton County Animal Adoption Education Center Friday, September 11th. Comedian Clay Foley will be performing. The doors are opening at 7 and the show starts at 7:30.
Cool. Sounds like fun.
And then September 12th, that's a packed weekend, the Times Theater's hosting Johnny Folsom 4, the Johnny Cash Tribute. And that's at 8 o'clock with a $28 general admission for that show. So a big weekend coming up here earlier.
I believe they've been to the theater in the past.
Yeah,
I
they
couldn't
have.
say
Yeah,
that.
they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good ones come back.
Yeah.
That's,
Which is credit to
General
the
rule.
theater too,
Yeah,
that they
it
want to
really
go
is.
back and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah, doing a great job. Well, today, new Fed Chairman Kevin Warsh will be giving a keynote speech at the annual symposium in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Isn't that an
You're
interesting
not
place?
heading out there?
I've thought about it. Then got denied on it. Markets are going to be, they're pretty interested in hearing, we're not expecting him to reveal too much. He's been pretty tight-lipped, but being the new guy, everyone's pretty eager to find out how he does his first keynote speech out there for future monetary policy direction and communication. So that will be interesting to find out later on today. And Randy, I hope you've got some Salesforce stock.
Yeah.
You don't have to disclose if you do or don't. But it was up 22% yesterday.
Wow.
It's second best day ever. Of course, they bought a big company in Indianapolis several years ago, Exact Target. So there's a pretty big presence in Indiana now because of that. But stock is doing well. They're partnering with some AI, and that got everyone pretty excited about it. And then yesterday there was a groundbreaking on a $4 billion factory site in West Lafayette for SK Hynix, which is a South Korean chip maker.
Oh my.
It's their first big factory in the U.S., and they picked West Lafayette for it.
I wonder if they want to contribute to producing IO.
It will be roundabout in one fashion or another.
Yes.
1,000 direct jobs. So that was a big one.
That's big.
Big one for the State Economic Development Corporation as well. All right, thinking of First Federal here this morning. We are still giving away the compact massager. If you got any of those aches and pains with the weather changing maybe, or climbing those bleachers for the Friday night football games, or...
I need to put one in my gear to take with me for games.
That's right, yeah, get it in your bag, Randy. You can get one by opening a checking account, or referring a friend to open a checking account.
That's Randy Wynn. Need to refer him.
And since we're not having a show next week, I will reveal our next
Thank you,
gift.
Tanner. Yeah.
We have a wok.
A walk. That'd be interesting.
Spell it.
For all you, it's W-O-K.
Okay, there we go.
For all you kitchen fanatics there, all you
Oh,
cooks.
chefs.
Yeah, chefs.
High
there you
heat,
go.
light touch.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Cooked with
Interesting.
very little oil, so that it's an Oriental
So,
Yeah.
walk,
type of
don't
cooking
run.
method.
Or you run, don't walk.
I know it's
either way,
walk,
either
don't
way.
fry.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. Thank you,
Yeah.
Tanner. Yes, and we won't be having a show next
Yes.
week, so just a heads up on that. All right, we are the only locally owned bank in Fulton County. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Our borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We are FDIC insured and an equal housing lender. And our NMLS number is 399927.
It makes it legal and fun time for the show now.
That's right. Well, I want to introduce our guests from United Ministries of Fulton County, Marianne Christenson. Welcome, Marianne.
Thank you.
Marianne is the Vice Chair and Outreach Director. So we'll be learning about that in just a second. And Ted Waggoner, the current Board Chair.
Good morning.
Got a lengthy time involvement with United Ministries, I understand. So let's start out and just talking about United Ministries as a local charity and how it got started and what's intent to do, if we know that information, because it's been around a little while.
Yeah, United Ministries has been around for more than 60 years. The beginnings of it are a little shrouded in history. I've talked to some of the
I like that.
folks, and they have different stories. as to
Okay.
Who started what? It generally began out of the Christmas basket program,
Okay.
and then the people working with the Christmas baskets realized we had other needs that needed to be addressed. And so there are three components to the United Ministries right now. The Christmas baskets, which is run in November and December, with the baskets delivered usually the Saturday before Christmas to approximately 200 families in the county. The food pantry, which is open 3 days a week for 2 hours a day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1 to 3 at the community center, and people can come there once a month and
Okay.
pick up a box of food that our volunteers package up for them. And then the outreach program, which is the largest component of what we do in terms of dollars. And I'll let Marianne explain what that is, because she's the volunteer director and takes care of all of that.
Okay.
You think of the outreach program, that's probably the one I don't hear of as much. So I'm glad we're talking about that this morning, Marianne.
We are able to help families with rent and utility bills. We're limited on the amount we can pay. We average about 20 families a month that we help. And we can pay up to $800 for rent and $400 for utilities. We require an application which takes information on family, income. They collect those at the Cross Church. You go to the Cross
Okay.
Church, they take applications Monday through Wednesday.
It's a good partnership.
Right, it is. We work real well together. Your application has to be turned in by Wednesday at 3 o'clock. They take applications from 9 to 3.
Okay.
Then I go and pick them up on Wednesday afternoon, and we have a group of volunteers that then reviews the applications, makes calls to the clients and also to the landlords or the utility company to confirm the
So-
amounts that are due.
Verification.
Right, verification. And once that's done, then the ones we can accept, we let the client know. The ones that we cannot accept, we also let them know for various reasons. Sometimes the bills are just too high, and there's just so much need right now in Fulton County. So many people, they have jobs, but they only have a part-time job. And that doesn't pay enough income, and the majority of our clients have families to support. So it's a very, very good project, and I support it completely. I'm just, it's kind of sad sometimes, but
It's a program with a lot of heart, and I
It
appreciate
is.
you explaining that.
it is.
Now, thinking of like a typical client, you mentioned the scenario where someone maybe has a part-time job, but it's not really making ends meet. Are
Right.
there other scenarios that come about that you run into, where what is
Well-
the situation? Other situations.
Many times we run into the fact that with a part-time job, you don't have the benefits, so no health insurance.
Okay.
And so we see a lot of people that have gotten in trouble with large medical bills.
Something comes up unexpected. and-
Right, that's right. And those things happen. They could be anything, even an accident of some sort, but
Right.
any type of medical bill. So that's a lot of it. Some people are laid off, so they're out of work for a while. And recently we've had applications from people whose jobs, well, like if they help in the schools are closed during the summertime.
That's right.
So the aides do not make any income until school starts again. So we have situations like that.
It can be a tough stretch to make it through, probably.
Right. And one thing I didn't mention is we can only help a family one time in a year's period. So that people know that, they're told what that
Yes.
qualification is. So we don't see people coming back and back.
Over and over.
No.
So
no.
the 20 families a month, really, they're different families every month.
Oh, yeah.
Because of that.
Definitely. Right.
When you can imagine if it was able to be paid more often, there wouldn't be any funds for that.
Oh, no.
So let's talk a little bit about maybe the funding component. The money that you're able to give out to help this larger number of families here in our community and meet this need. How much is that in a year, and where does that come from?
Well, the funds generally come from families and churches that find this to be a part of their mission,
Okay.
that they want to help their neighbors, they want to be a good Samaritan, they want to take care of people that they may see driving by and see, oh, that person looks like they may need help,
Yeah.
and it just lays on their heart in a special way. We generally have been receiving about $8,000 a month from various donors. We've got approximately 125 of our active donors, and that includes maybe 30 churches, and the rest are just families around the county that see the need and are willing to step up.
It's kind of an interesting, quiet opportunity to support and serve neighbors, like you mentioned, Ted.
Right.
You can make a donation and know that this is a pretty lean program where the dollars do go out to those in need. It's small and efficient, probably. Can you speak to that briefly?
Well, yes. We have about 30 volunteers who, of course, work for no pay, including Marianne.
Wow.
Who spends a lot of time. Who spends a lot of time.
That's
and,
amazing.
And board members who, some of them spend quite a bit of time.
Yes.
The funds that do come in, I think on one occasion during, shortly as COVID was working its way through, we received a nice grant from the county, but we do not receive government funds on a regular basis.
Okay.
And, but it's just the good-hearted nature of people to see these needs and to step up. Now, for churches, a lot of churches have a mission heart, but either don't have enough members or don't have an idea of how to be a mission church in Fulton County. And we're their hands and feet. And,
That's wonderful.
Work out projects for them by taking care of our neighbors.
I love that kind of collaboration. You know, it's so important in a small community like ours, but also kind of a signature of smaller communities like ours, where you know who you can count on and a lot of trust in a community. 30 churches is a large number that's that historically participating in this program. It's something to be extremely proud of. My hope this morning would be that may inspire some others who maybe didn't know about this program from the giving side, but maybe also from the client side. Because, you know, families move into the community, they may not have heard of this program yet before.
And one aspect of the giving is that our donors many of them are sending multiple checks a year, and we do appreciate that. But our base is not growing as it needs to because our costs are rising. The rent has gone up, 40-50% over the last 3 years.
Sure has.
Utilities have gone up 20 to 30%. We've had to increase just so that we could help people. Marianne said that, you know, the debt may be too big.
Yeah.
If we cannot keep someone in their home, we're
We're
not
not
spending
serving the
money.
mission, are we?
You know, we're not there for the landlords. We're not
Yes.
there for the utility companies. We're there for the families.
That makes sense.
And so, but when we started seeing our numbers drop off as to who we could help because the numbers got bigger, the amount they owed, we stepped up and increased our contributions to give them some assistance. And now we're asking the community to step up and help us cover that difference.
That's a good explanation, Ted, and I appreciate you doing that. We're speaking with Marianne, Christenson, and Ted Waggoner from United Ministries of Fulton County about the outreach program and who we're serving and how we can all support that. So costs have gone up. You've increased the amount that you're able to help people with, but in turn, that increases the amount that we need to gain and grow from donors. Are there other opportunities in the community to raise funds other than just from the active donors and the churches that have currently been giving, and maybe some new donors that are listening this morning, Ted?
Well, we've got a matching grant that was just awarded last week by the Community Foundation.
That's great.
And so if we can raise $25,000 between now and the end of the year from our donors, the Community Foundation will match that with an additional $25,000, which will help us have what we hope is a sustainable base so that we don't have to consider closing. A few
Yes.
years ago, we were closed for 4 months because we had just run out of money
Wow.
to help people. Fortunately, it was in the fall before the utility issues
Winter.
got bad
Yeah.
and all that. And the Christmas basket program helped at that point, but we don't want to do it that way. We want to have a sustainable operation, and that way Marianne's got enough headaches with the outreach program, not having to say, okay, maybe I can skimp on this person and
Yes.
save a few dollars for the next one before we have to close the
Yeah,
doors.
completely.
And we have come close a few times, but some of our special donors come through at that point.
Well, it's exciting to hear about that grant, $25,000 matching grant. And I think those are the kind of things that sometimes can inspire some giving, and maybe someone gets an opportunity to give to United Ministries for the first time and have it matched. It might be something that they receive a lot of joy from and want to continue doing.
And if anybody's interested, post office box is 531.
Okay,
Very easy to remember.
531.
531 Rochester.
That's great.
And we'll pick up your check and be sure and
Put it to good
cash
use.
it and put it to great use.
I know Marianne's going to put it to great use.
And we do want to thank First Federal because earlier this spring, when we were having some financial troubles, you were able to take some of the funds out of your foundation account and provide them to us to help probably 10 families.
Well, that's great. Well, thanks for saying that, Ted. And there's a little plug for the Community Foundation. some smart people, some forward-looking people, you know, who started funds along the way since the foundation was started in the early mid-90s. And one of those was the founder of First Federal, Dick Belcher, and Don Grunlier. And so, yeah, the First Federal Donor Advised Fund, and I know there's many other businesses and individuals in the community that started one of those over the years that are really, you know, they grow over time and they have funds available to give. So that's a good mention of what a great job the Community Foundation is to provide vehicles like that.
And if you do have an advised fund, just give Brian a call and tell him, hey, direct a few dollars to the United Ministries.
I love it. Well, we want to thank you both, Marianne and Ted, for the work that you're doing in the community to serve others, the example that you're setting. It's great work. Loved hearing about it this morning, all the different programs from United Ministries, and specifically the outreach program. Just want to remind everyone about the opportunity for matching the $25,000 matching grant from the Community Foundation for the outreach program now till the end of the year, you mentioned, Ted.
Right.
So consider that on your heart, serving and supporting neighbors in need. And we want to thank you both for being on the show this morning.
You're welcome, thank you.
Thank you, Evan.
Okay, let's move on to our trivia finish.
It is trivia finish time. The big reveal.
What year was the official radio commercial aired? 1925, 1930, or 1940?
I'm going to go with 22.
That is correct.
Woohoo!
On this date in 1922, the Queensboro Corporation ran a 10-minute ad advertising the Hawthorne Court Apartments in Jackson Heights, Queens. The ad cost $50, and they sold about $150,000 worth of apartments from the single ad.
Wow.
And a new industry was born.
Wow.
So this has been a real fun show, Randy. Let's end with these words of wisdom from Blaise Pascal. You might have heard of Pascal in school, French mathematician and physicist.
Okay.
Kind words do not cost much, yet they accomplish much.
Evan, thank you very much. And Marianne and Ted, thank you very much. And we'll talk to you in 2 weeks.
That's right. Thanks, Randy.